Hello Army, welcome to K Heart Channel. V's anger, Jungkook's tears, HYBE's hidden plan finally exposed. The unusual silence that night, something felt different. No one expected that a short live broadcast from V, Taehyung, would shake the fandom so deeply. Usually calm and smiling softly, Taehyung suddenly appeared cold, restless, and distant. "I'm tired of staying quiet," he said flatly before abruptly ending the live. Only 3 minutes, but those 3 minutes were enough to send shockwaves through the entire fandom. Within minutes, hashtags like #WhatHappenedToTaehyung and #ProtectTaehyung skyrocketed to the top of X, Twitter, trends. Fans began theorizing wildly. Some claimed he had an argument with someone inside the company. Others suspected it was about a cancelled solo project. But what truly stunned everyone was Jungkook's reaction a few hours later, tears behind the camera. Around 2 a.m., Jungkook suddenly went live on Weverse. Wearing a black hoodie, his eyes visibly swollen, he stayed silent for nearly a minute before quietly saying, "Sometimes the truth is too heavy to share, but too painful to hide." That one sentence became viral within minutes. Fans began piecing together fragments of what might be happening. Many believed Taehyung and Jungkook were facing something together, something HYBE didn't want them to reveal. "He looked like he wanted to say something but couldn't," one fan commented. "It's like HYBE is stopping them from speaking out." Another added, "The shocking leak." The next morning, an anonymous account on a Korean forum posted something explosive. "There's a reason Taehyung got angry." HYBE tried to reschedule his solo project to align with another unit's comeback, without his approval. If true, it meant Taehyung had lost full control over his own creative work. Even more shocking, the post claimed that Jungkook tried to defend him, which allegedly made things worse between them and the agency. The post was deleted within 15 minutes, but screenshots had already spread across social media. HYBE in panic. Fans investigate. HYBE quickly released a short statement. "There are no internal issues. All members are focused on their individual activities." But instead of calming fans, the statement made things worse. IT sounded too formal, too cold, not the kind of message fans were used to seeing. Many suspected HYBE was trying to suppress the situation, especially as whispers of a silent conflict between the two most popular members started circulating internationally on global forums. Fans built entire timelines of every V and Jungkook activity from the past week, searching for hidden messages or codes between their posts. The leaked recording. The following night, an alleged studio recording surfaced online. A voice that sounded very much like Taehyung shouted, "I want to do this my way. I've been quiet long enough." Then another voice, reportedly a HYBE staff member, replied, "We all have to follow the company's decision." Though the clip's authenticity remains unverified, it was enough to ignite the fandom. V's anger wasn't baseless, a major fanbase account wrote. "Jungkook cried because he knows something we don't," another commented. The night after everything broke. A few hours later, Taehyung posted a short message on Weverse. "Sometimes silence is the only way to survive." Fans flooded the comment section with messages of love and support, but what broke everyone's hearts was Jungkook's comment underneath. "I'm here. Always." Just 2 words. Yet the entire fandom cried and speculated for hours. Were they fighting something bigger? Was HYBE really hiding something from the public? The mystery behind HYBE's plan, an anonymous industry insider later claimed that HYBE was preparing a massive emotional rebranding project involving several artists, including the 2 now in question. The plan was ambitious, but not everyone agreed with the new direction, the insider revealed. Some artists felt like they were losing control over their own image. That statement fueled a new theory. Taehyung's anger and Jungkook's tears were signs of their quiet rebellion against the system. A divided fandom, the world waiting. Now everyone waits for the next move. Will HYBE finally address the controversy? Or will Taehyung and Jungkook speak out on their own terms? Meanwhile, armies across the world have united under a new hashtag, Hashtag We Stand with VJK fans are posting virtual candles, heartfelt messages, and emotional edits, promising to wait until they can speak freely. Epilogue: the silence that speaks. Behind the glitter of the entertainment world, there are stories unseen, of courage against control, of loyalty between two souls, and of silent tears shed under blinding lights. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: Taehyung and Jungkook are not alone. ARMY will always listen, even when the world chooses silence. The night after the incident, the city that didn't sleep. The streets of Seoul were quiet, but the internet was roaring. Every corner of social media was filled with one question: where's Taehyung? After his cryptic post, Taehyung was nowhere to be found. No photos,
No schedules.
no fan sightings. Even dispatched photographers, usually quick to spot idols, had nothing. One fan posted at 3:12 a.m. I saw a black car leaving the HYBE building fast. Someone inside looked like V. That single post exploded, gaining over 200,000 retweets within an hour. It was as if the entire fandom was holding its breath. And then, unexpectedly, Jungkook went live again, Jungkook's Midnight Live. It was almost 4 a.m. when Jungkook appeared on camera. His voice was trembling, but he smiled through it, that gentle, heartbreaking kind of smile. You guys don't have to worry too much. Sometimes people need time to breathe, even me, even him. For a moment, he looked like he wanted to continue. His lips moved, but he hesitated. Then he lowered his head and whispered something barely audible. They shouldn't have done that to him. Fans clipped the moment instantly. Some slowed the audio down, enhancing the whisper, confirming what they heard. And that's when chaos truly began. They, the word that shook the fandom. Who was they? Theories erupted everywhere. Some fans believed they referred to HYBE executives who allegedly tried to control Taehyung's creative direction. Others thought it might mean certain staff members who mishandled his schedule. But one thing was clear: Jungkook had said something he wasn't supposed to. Within minutes, the live was deleted from Weverse. Reuploads vanished from fan pages almost as quickly, suggesting that HYBE might have taken action. That only made the theory spread faster. The clues that fans found. As dawn broke, ARMY detectives were already hard at work. They noticed Jungkook's hoodie during the live was the same one Taehyung wore 2 days earlier in a behind-the-scenes clip. Coincidence? Most didn't think so. Maybe it's a silent message, one fan wrote on Reddit. Like he's saying he's with Taehyung, no matter what happens. Fans began posting screenshots with the hashtag he wears it for him. Within hours, it trended globally, a message hidden in music. Later that evening, something strange happened on Spotify. Jungkook's solo song, Standing Next to You, suddenly spiked back into the top 10. Despite being released months ago, fans flooded the comment sections with new interpretations of the lyrics. Lines like, "When the walls come down, I'll be right there next to you," suddenly hit harder. People began to wonder, was Jungkook speaking through his music? Meanwhile, Taehyung's recent playlist on his personal account was quietly updated. The song he added? Fix You by Coldplay. And with that, the fandom exploded again. HYBE's silence, the loudest sound. HYBE stayed silent. No press release, no clarification. Their official pages were unusually quiet, but the silence only made the situation more suspicious. Major entertainment outlets began writing speculative articles titled things like, "Internal conflict at HYBE? Fans demand answers." V and Jungkook, the hidden tension? Even global media picked up the story, adding more pressure to the already fragile situation. A former HYBE trainee even posted cryptically on Instagram, "Sometimes the prettiest smiles hide the deepest wars." Fans were convinced something big was happening behind the scenes. Taehyung's return and the shock that followed. At 11:47 p.m., Taehyung finally reappeared.